9 irresistible traits. Women can't resist. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal flips everything you thought you knew about attraction on its head. You've been told women want looks, money, or status. But that's exactly where most men miss the mark. If you've ever felt confused, frustrated, or even defeated by how hard it is to attract the women you actually want, you're not alone. The real reason? You're overlooking the traits that actually matter. Today, I'm breaking down 9 powerful qualities that have nothing to do with your bank account or your jawline. These are the things that trigger deep, lasting attraction, and when you start living them out, you won't be the one doing the chasing. They will be. This isn't some surface-level trick. This is real, proven psychology that shapes how a woman perceives you and how she feels in your presence. Before we dive in, I want 2 things from you. First, drop a comment. What do you think is the most magnetic trait in a man? I read every comment because your perspective matters. Second, hit that like button. It not only supports the channel, but it also signals to YouTube that this kind of content is valuable to you, and they'll make sure you see more of it. Now let's jump into the real stuff that changes the game. 1. Confidence without arrogance. Own the room, without saying a word. Real confidence isn't about trying to be the loudest in the room. It's not the guy boasting about his achievements or trying to dominate every conversation. That kind of behavior often screams insecurity. True confidence is much quieter. It's the calm presence of a man who knows exactly who he is without needing to prove it to anyone. Think about the last time you handled a situation with ease. You didn't need to shout or over-explain. You just moved with certainty. That quiet strength is what women notice. It's in your posture, your tone, the way you hold eye contact. Women are naturally drawn to men who carry themselves like they belong without forcing attention. And no, you can't fake this. Real confidence is built from doing hard things. It comes from facing your fears, surviving challenges, and coming out stronger on the other side. Every time you step into discomfort and handle it, you're stacking inner wins that build genuine self-assurance. Next time you're in a group, resist the urge to dominate the room. Let your presence do the talking. Listen more. Speak with intention. You'll notice that people start leaning in, because confidence isn't about being heard, it's about being someone worth listening to. If you want women to be magnetically drawn to you, start with this. Trust yourself deeply, act with quiet purpose, and watch how they respond to the man who doesn't need to be loud to be noticed. 2. Emotional intelligence and empathy. Understand her without words. Here's something most guys miss. Being emotionally intelligent is a huge advantage in attraction. Society might tell you to man up and bury your emotions, but here's the truth. Women want a man who can feel, not someone who breaks down every 5 minutes, but a man who can understand his own emotions and hers too. This doesn't mean solving all her problems. In fact, that's the trap most men fall into. When a woman opens up emotionally, she's not asking you to fix it. She's asking you to feel it with her. Emotional intelligence is about being present, not about having all the answers. It's tuning into what she's saying and what she isn't saying. Reading the room, catching the subtle changes in her tone, her body language, her silences. Empathy builds connection. When she feels like you get her, you create trust. You don't have to be a therapist, just a good listener. Nod. Reflect her words back. Say things like, "That sounds tough," or "I get why you'd feel that way." It shows that you're not just hearing her, you're actually paying attention. Men who master this don't just attract women, they keep them, because it's rare to find someone who makes a woman feel seen and understood. So if you want a deeper connection, stop trying to be her solution Be her safe place. That's the key to emotional intimacy, and it's something she won't forget. 3. Ambition and drive. Be a man on a mission. Let's get this straight. Ambition is attractive, but not in the "I want to be rich" kind of way. It's about purpose, direction, the fire in your belly that pushes you forward. Women are drawn to men who are striving for something bigger than themselves, not just coasting through life. And here's the kicker. You don't need to have made it yet. What matters is that you're on the way. You have a vision. You're working towards something meaningful, whether it's building your business, leveling up in your career, or simply becoming a better version of yourself every day. This drive shows that you won't settle, that you take life seriously, and that you're not just living for today, but for what's possible tomorrow. It gives you a magnetic energy, and that energy is contagious. Want to tap into this? Set a goal, any goal, stick with it, track your progress. When you commit to something and pursue it with discipline, it shows up in the way you talk, walk, and think. And women see that. The man who has ambition tells the world and her that he's going places, and she'll want to go with him. So even if you're starting from scratch, that's fine. Just don't stand still. Keep building, keep moving, because a man with direction becomes impossible to ignore. 4. Humor and playfulness. Make her smile, win her heart. Here's a secret weapon most men underestimate. Humor. And I'm not talking about being the funniest guy in the room or cracking stand-up level jokes. I'm talking about playfulness, the ability to bring lightness into a conversation, to make her laugh when she needs it, and to not take yourself too seriously. Life can be heavy, stressful, chaotic. So when a woman meets a man who can turn awkward moments into something fun, who can roll with the punches and smile through the nonsense, that's rare, that's refreshing, and it's wildly attractive. Playfulness shows emotional resilience. It says, I don't need to control everything. I'm here to enjoy the ride. When you make her laugh, you're creating a shared experience. You're lowering walls and building connection faster than any compliment or pickup line ever could. And don't worry, you don't have to be a natural comedian. You just need to be authentic. Joke about the weird thing that just happened. Make fun of yourself a little. Invite her into the moment with you. The ability to laugh together, especially in serious situations, tells her you've got confidence and emotional strength. It shows that you're grounded and that you're not afraid of vulnerability. So if you want to be unforgettable, don't just be serious and intense. Be fun, be spontaneous, be the guy who makes her forget about her day. Because when a woman laughs with you, she lets her guard down, and that's where real attraction begins. 5. Stability and dependability. Be her safe place. In a world full of chaos, flakiness, and uncertainty, one thing women value deeply is stability. And no, it's not just about having a fat bank account. It's about being someone she can count on, emotionally, mentally, and yes, eventually, financially too. Dependability is sexy. It's that rock-solid energy that says, I've got this. When things get tough, do you fall apart or stay grounded? When she needs support, are you available or do you disappear? These questions matter more than you think. Emotional stability shows that you're in control of your life. You're not reactive. You don't spiral over small setbacks, and you don't make her feel like she has to walk on eggshells. You're consistent, calm, reliable. That's incredibly attractive because it signals long-term security. Want to develop this? Start with your own life. Set routines. Follow through on your commitments. Keep your promises, even the small ones. Build a structure that supports you, so you can eventually support her too. When a woman senses that you're emotionally grounded and steady, she starts to trust you on a deeper level. That trust is the gateway to true intimacy. So be the man who doesn't just show up when things are easy. Be the one who stays when things get hard. That's the kind of man she'll want to hold on to. Because in a storm, every woman wants a rock. Be that, and you'll never have to chase again. 6. Passion and enthusiasm. Let your energy speak for you. Passion is magnetic. It's the spark that makes you stand out, not just to women, but to everyone around you. When you're excited about something, when you speak with conviction, when your eyes light up talking about a goal or hobby, that's attractive. Period. Women love men who are alive, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually engaged with life. You could be passionate about music, business, travel, fitness, whatever, but that energy, that drive, it's contagious. It shows that you have purpose and depth. Think about a time when you were completely immersed in something you loved. Maybe you lost track of time or felt like nothing else mattered. That's the energy you want to bring into your life consistently. Because when you live with passion, you invite others into that excitement. And here's the beauty of it. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to be pursuing something that matters to you. Passion isn't about perfection, it's about motion. It's about letting your enthusiasm fuel you and light up those around you. So ask yourself, what lights you up? What would you do even if you weren't getting paid? Find that thing and dive into it. When you live with passion, you become more than a man. You become a force. And women don't just notice that, they feel it. Live fully, and they'll want to be part of your world. 7. Leadership. How taking initiative makes you magnetic. Leadership doesn't mean barking orders or trying to dominate. It's about taking initiative, having vision, and inspiring confidence in others. Women are deeply attracted to men who know how to lead, not because of control, but because it signals competence and clarity. When you take charge of your life, make decisions with purpose, and handle responsibilities without hesitation, it shows that you're not just drifting, you're directing. Being a leader in a relationship doesn't mean you make all the rules. It means you're grounded in who you are, and you create a sense of direction and stability that she can trust. Whether it's planning a trip, handling a tough situation, or simply guiding a conversation with presence and certainty, those small moments where you lead with calm authority build trust and attraction. And here's the secret. Leadership doesn't always need to be loud. In fact, the strongest leaders are often the quiet ones, the men who lead by example, who remain composed when others panic, and who stay consistent when life gets chaotic. If you want to embody this trait, start leading your own life. Be decisive. Own your choices. Don't wait for permission to act. Just move with purpose. Women are naturally drawn to men who carry themselves like they know where they're going, because that energy is both comforting and captivating. Lead your life like it matters, and she'll want to follow you without you ever having to ask. 8. Integrity, the trait that separates men from boys. Integrity is one of the most underrated but absolutely essential traits a man can have. It's the foundation of trust, respect, and lasting attraction. When a man consistently does what he says he'll do, when he lives by his values even when no one's watching, that's integrity in action. And believe me, women can sense it a mile away. In a world full of flaky promises, mixed signals, and fake personas, a man with real integrity stands out like a lighthouse. He's not trying to impress. He's just being true to who he is. That consistency, that moral backbone, is what makes a woman feel secure with you. She knows she can count on you, not just for the good times, but when life gets real. Having integrity doesn't mean you never make mistakes. It means you own them. You don't shift blame, lie to cover your tracks, or manipulate the truth to protect your ego. Instead, you take responsibility and handle situations with honesty and maturity. So if you want to be more attractive in a way that lasts, start by being solid. Say what you mean, follow through, keep your word, and live in alignment with your values. You won't just attract women, you'll attract respect from everyone around you. Because at the end of the day, integrity isn't just attractive, it's rare. And when a woman sees that you're a man who can be trusted, she'll naturally want to invest in you emotionally, mentally, and physically. So there you have it. 8 powerful traits that have nothing to do with how much money you make or what you look like, but everything to do with the kind of man you are. These are the qualities that set you apart from the crowd. And the best part? Every single one of them is something you can build, strengthen, and master starting right now. Attraction isn't about chasing women or trying to impress them. It's about becoming the kind of man they naturally want to be around. The man who walks into a room and owns it with quiet confidence. The man who listens, leads, and lives with purpose and integrity. When you focus on becoming that version of yourself, you won't need to chase, because the right women will come to you. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these traits you're already working on, or which one hit you the hardest today. I read every single one because this isn't just content. It's a conversation we're building together. And if you got value from this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next drop. I've got more coming that'll take your mindset, your confidence, and your relationships to the next level. Thanks for watching, and remember, becoming the man women want starts with becoming the man you respect. Until next time, stay sharp, stay grounded,